Nova's first sit down.
You ready to answer questions?
Nova's here for a Q&A today.
We figured it's been such a long time since we've done one, so we are gonna just answer you guys' questions.
Yeah,
I put on my Instagram stories and asked you guys to send in some questions, so I have quite a lot. There is definitely a common theme for one of the questions, but we'll get to that. Lots of people have asked about baby number 2. And welcome to today.
Of course, can't forget that. So let's kick things off, Ayla. What is the first question?
First question, do you have first birthday plans, party plans, or party ideas already?
What? She said first birthday?
No,
We're not ready.
She's not turning 1, no way.
Honestly, we don't want to believe that that's coming. We don't know where our little baby newborn girl went.
Yeah, I started looking a little bit on like theme ideas. There's like the cute ones, like some bunny is one, and it's like bunny themed, or there's like wild one, and it's like.
I was thinking like chickens.
What? No.
Well, in this household, we call everything chicken, you guys.
Even though we don't
really eat chicken, but we say, "What are you doing, little chicken?" And we say that to Ellie and Nova. And anyway, I've told you too much already.
We don't really have a party idea yet, but I guess I should start paying attention to that and looking at that.
This question is for Ayla. What is the hardest thing about motherhood?
I think probably it's just trusting yourself and how you're making your decisions and that you're doing the best for your child. And I think that's probably something that we all as moms think about. Trusting in your ability and trusting in the life that you're giving your baby and that it's a good one, I guess. Of course, not having enough hours in the day or struggling with sleep and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like those things don't.
You push through those things.
Yeah, those things don't like upset me or anything. I might have like hard moments where I'm like, oh, she's not sleeping, I'm exhausted, you know, but that's easily forgotten, if that makes sense, by the next like cute moment. Has our relationship, our marriage changed since having Nova? What do you think?
I think that definitely we have changed, but I think it's for the best. Yes, I know. You little stinker. The obvious one is a newfound love for each other in a different way because seeing each other care for Nova and just
especially
fall
at the
into
beginning.
those roles.
I feel like we definitely don't have as much time for each other, obviously, anymore.
Yeah, that's a given.
But we knew that was gonna happen. Now that she's getting older, we're going to try to like put more thought into those things.
Yeah.
And now that we've got a good like bedtime routine, she goes to bed around like 7:30. So we have like a bit of hours in the evening together. So
yeah, which is nice. So we can,
balance.
Kind of do what we used to, or watch a couple of shows that we like, get some work done, clean up the house, usually dishes.
Not very romantic.
go to bed as well.
Yeah.
Some days we're just so tired. It's like Nova's bedtime, our bedtime right away. I think what we do is a lot of things together still, but just with Nova, and like Nova is our focus.
Yeah, like we'll still go out to a restaurant and eat and stuff, or like go for walks or try to do activities. We just include her. Like we go swimming with Nova all the time, and so that's fun. Something fun. Like we probably wouldn't have gone swimming just me and you.
I don't see
why. So
why.
it's like there are more things to do together now. They're just different. They're just shifted.
Yeah. We go to the zoo. That's fun. Are we still wanting to move? Yes, we are.
It's not simple.
It's not easy, no. There's a lot of factors at play. From the first thing as trying to figure out, would we sell our house? What would we do with our house?
Housing market is really bad right now.
It's not the best times exactly to try and sell a house here.
But yeah, so we don't really know. We can't really answer that.
But we do. But we definitely do. I love you.
A couple people asked, how do you manage to keep it so calm? I mean, obviously, with filming and vlogging and stuff, I am able to put out what I want to put out there. So, like, in my frustrating moments, I'm probably not picking up the camera, filming it, editing it, and putting it on YouTube, if that makes sense. So try, when you're thinking about your life with your child, try not to compare to what you're seeing on the internet, because it is exactly what that person wants to put out.
It's a highlight reel of your day. And we don't film the entire day either.
Yeah.
Right?
But saying that, I do like have a lot of experience working with kids with my previous job with being preschool teacher. And so patience is something that I have always had, especially when it comes to kids. Husbands,
You don't have much experience with husbands.
No, I mean patience.
Even though all of those things, and we obviously do not film every minute, even when we're off camera and we're not filming, you are still a calm person.
Yeah, I do get frustrated though.
Yeah, like oh my gosh, why isn't she going to sleep?
3 a.m., yeah. But I always just remember that when I'm looking at her, that it's not her fault, it's not my fault, it's not anybody's fault if there's frustration. Are you guys still on the adoption waiting list, or did you ask to be taken off? I think a few questions about adoption and stuff. So if you guys didn't know, we were on the adoption waiting list for a year. We went through the whole process of applying, going through the home study, everything. It was a big whole process. Like, it was a lot. And then we were on the list for a year before we decided to do embryo adoption, got pregnant with Nova, etc. So once we got pregnant, what happens with the agency we're in is that you get put on hold. And then when you deliver the baby and it's a live birth, then you are taken off the list. So it's not something that we initiated. That's always been, I've always known that would happen because that's clear in the whole like outline of it. Everything we did, not everything we did was lost, I guess, gone with the wind, but a lot of it is going to need to be updated, redid, paid again if we were to go back on. You cannot go back on the list until your child is a year old. So saying all that, we don't feel like we're going to go back on the list anytime soon, just because we do still have 2 remaining embryos.
That's right.
That are Nova's genetic siblings, so we want to pursue those, and then we plan to revisit the traditional adoption route again in the future. But we know that we already have like a foot in the door because we've done so much with it before. We already know a lot, are educated on it and everything. So yeah, hopefully that answers that question.
How do you guys respond to the statement, she does or doesn't look like you guys? Most of you, or those who do comment, I assume they all know our journey, or at least some of it.
Yeah. So you're talking about people online or viewers or
exactly.
Like that.
Yeah.
I usually just like say thank you, or that I find that so interesting. You know, obviously it's honored because she's beautiful. So if I look even half as good as her, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't know. We haven't really gotten that comment from people who don't know our story. So people who are generally saying that are viewers or people online. It's interesting to kind of see how you guys are seeing that from an outside perspective. And then also just, is she taking on some of our mannerisms? That kind of thing is very interesting. It'll be even more interesting as she grows up.
I think so, yeah. A lot of the time what I get isn't necessarily the she looks like you or she looks like Ayla from like coworkers, but I've had, like I've shown them photos and they've been like, oh, she has beautiful blue eyes. Like, they know, obviously they're looking at me, so they know I don't have blue eyes, but like, oh, does your wife have blue eyes? A lot of the time I'll decide in that moment, am I gonna go into detail of the whole story and explain, oh, well actually she's embryo adoption, and we did this and this and this, and then I have to explain what IVF is if people don't know, and it's like, am I ready to go down that path with these people? And a lot of the time I do, because I'm so open. Obviously we've shared our journey online, but it's different when you're at work and things. But yeah, that's sort of what happens. Sometimes you just,
like, you don't need to. Not everybody needs to know every detail about your life. I don't even know if we answered that question.
I don't know. It was a tough one, honestly. It's tough to answer. Yeah. But I think it'll definitely come up more as she gets older.
There were quite a few questions too, asking if Nova looks like the donor family, specifically their kiddos. And I'll answer it basically just the same as I did in a video that I've already filmed and shared with you guys. But I think she has some similarities, but I also think she looks completely different and looks like her own little person, just like every kid looks like their own little person. And yeah, so she's like her own little concoction of Nova.
Awesomeness.
I don't know. Yeah. So it's kind of hard to say.
All right, so the next question, which is a very popular one, probably the one that we hinted to at the beginning, that most people ask, I'd say, And this is, when are we gonna have another baby, or when are we gonna go for another embryo transfer? So our thoughts are, and we've put some thought into this most recently in the last like month or so.
Yeah.
Just trying to have a rough idea.
I won't lie, I do, like, the baby fever is starting to kick in again. Like, my own baby is giving me baby fever because she's just so dang sweet.
You want another one of her?
I know, I'm like, how do you not want 100 of this sweet little thing?
I know. We're thinking next
have some
summer.
thoughts, yeah.
Next summer, 2020.
For a transfer.
For a transfer.
Yeah.
And the reason we don't want to wait too long, and we don't want to do it too soon, because obviously we have Nova and she's only just over 7 months.
Yeah.
So for us, it's the fact that with IVF, we don't know if anything's going to work for certain, right? And given our track record over the last 5 years, it's hard to say if it's going to work the next time.
Yeah.
We were so unbelievably grateful for the last transfer and how everything went and how it just felt like the perfect timing for us.
Yeah.
Everything about the whole start to finish of the process was just beautiful, and it was just our time. So this next time, of course, everything could be different, and we just don't know what's going to happen. But we want to do it sooner rather than later, just because if it doesn't work out, then we got to decide if we're going to do another transfer right away, or what the case may be, and also obviously saving money up for these transfers, as they aren't cheap. So.
And you never know. You just don't know with IVF. You just don't know. Like, things stall protocols, things change things. I have endometriosis. That could play a factor. We don't know. The biggest thing is that we want to make sure that I am given time to breastfeed to a year if I would like to.
Yeah.
And then time to kind of like get my body at like a regular state. I don't know. We'll see what our fertility doctor has to say on the matter. I'm planning on like contacting him soon and just kind of bringing it up, asking what their like general protocol is for this sort of thing. But yeah, I am starting to get excited about the idea. We're not in a rush. Like, I want to say we're not in a rush. We're still planning on completely taking in this time with Nova and enjoying her, being just her. And yeah, we're just excited for the future, and it feels good to not look at it so bleakly, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Not look at it and be so fearful, but at the same time, like, there is that fear, of course, because we're not done with infertility. Infertility is very much still part of everything. So yeah, anyways, that's our plan. Hopefully next summer.
Yeah. Have we been able to go on a date, just Ayla and I, one-on-one, since Nova's been born? And the answer is no. And the reason is we have just no desire to leave her with anyone at this point. Bluntly said.
We don't want to date each other. No.
Well, we do want to date each other. We like to go to, out and have dinner and go to a movie and things like that.
We just haven't.
We're not ready.
We're not ready.
Okay, we're just not there yet. It's not that we're not there yet for each other. We're just not ready to have someone else.
This is not coming off right.
No, this is just how it is. It's fine. It's funny. I think it's funny. We're allowed to just feel this way. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I love spending all of my time with you both. And I go to work, and I'm away from home for like at least 9 hours a day, Monday to Friday. And all of those hours, I don't get to see Nova other than the cute videos Mom sends me. But on the weekends and in the evenings, I really value that time, and I want to spend it with Ayla and Nova.
Well, it'll come soon, I think. I think we're due for a date
we've been
soon.
talking about it.
Probably just a movie and then run home, like race home.
Yeah, I can't even think about, I can't even say it out loud. Her first overnight.
Oh,
no. Okay.
We're really painting ourselves as like those crazy attached
We
clingers.
got a stage 4 clinger over here. Stage 4 clingers.
That is definitely.
Yeah, I'm a clinger. Hi. Do you want to ask a question? Say, when can I play with my toys? And are you going to be done this video soon?
All right, guys, I think we've answered quite a few questions. So thank you guys so much for watching.
Hope you enjoyed. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed our Q&A. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button. But also turn on the bell notification because you want to see the next videos that we post. As always, we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. You're funny.